you're looking for ways to connect your baby with nature from a young age, I truly believe that the most effective tools are already in nature themselves. It could be something as simple as allowing your little one to hold its feather for the first time, or placing your baby on your lap while you're enjoying some time outside too, or even giving them, a tiny fist filled with grass and seeing, the joy instantly on their face. In all honesty, the best nature-related tool a baby can have is you. Even so, there are a few store-bought items that can be super helpful for incorporating nature into your child's upbringing. So I thought I would share some of the items I used when my babies were little, and I found these to be the most effective. If you haven't visited my channel before, I'm Penny Whitehouse, the founder of Mother Natured, with over 10 years experience as a wildlife and environmental educator. I help parents use natureplay to create a happier, healthier childhood for their kids. So if you would like to cultivate a love of nature as your child grows, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos each week. Now you might be wondering, how on earth can I connect my kids with nature when they're so little? While your child is beginning to develop, these early months and years really are the best place to start incorporating nature into your parenting habits. But if you're at a loss, never fear, because I've made a video where I talk all about the reasons why and how to get your babies out in nature. So be sure to pop over there once you've finished watching this video. I will add the link to the descriptions below. Okay, let's jump into some of the nature tools that may be useful for your baby or babies. I've had a single child first and then twins. So if you're a parent of multiples, you're most welcome. Number one is a picnic rug. A picnic rug can be used anywhere, in your backyard, at the park, even at the beach. I used one at home when the girls were really little, because when they were fussy, as soon as I took them outside, they were so much happier. You may find this with your babies too, but nature has a real knack for soothing stress and irritation. A picnic rug is also a great way to protect your little one's sensitive skin from ants and other creepy crawlies that might be on the grass. So if you place them on their tummy near the edge of the picnic rug, they can see and grab at the grass, and then if you turn them around, they can see the sky and the beautiful trees swaying gently. Best of all, a picnic rug is a one-time purchase, as it lasts for years if you look after it properly. My girls are now 12 and 9, and I still have the very same picnic rug that I used when they were babies. Number two is wooden nature blocks. I didn't actually use these with my kids, but if they were around when my little ones were smaller, I would have grabbed them in a heartbeat. You can use these beautiful wooden blocks to display natural materials. Of course, it's always best when children get to actually touch the natural materials, but you can't be with your children 24/7. There's housework to do and laundry to fold. These clear plastic containers will let your children safely enjoy nature when your attention isn't entirely on them. So there's no danger of your baby picking up a bit of pine cone and putting it in their mouth, or poking themselves with a pointy stick. Even though they won't be able to touch the materials, baby will still love looking at them and shaking the boxes. They're really pretty with light tables too, so as your child grows, if you decide to get a light table, it's going to be a hit. Number three is books. My daughters loved books even before they could read on their own. It is never too early to start reading to your child. And in fact, there are many proven benefits to starting when they're still a baby. And you can choose nature-themed books to give to your kids as an early introduction to the outside world. The books I remember being an absolute hit with my girls were The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle, Time for Bed, and Hello Baby by Mem Fox, and Can You Cuddle Like a Koala by John Butler. There are so many wonderful books available for purchase, and I'm sure you'd be able to find many of those in the library too. I've got a couple of great blog posts that list some of the best nature picture books for your kids, so be sure to head over and check those out if you're interested. Number four, mirrors. Babies aren't vain, but they sure do love mirrors. They love looking at themselves and seeing how they can make their reflection move. And they're intrigued when you use them with loose natural materials too. If you can find a big mirror to stand up outside, your child will love interacting with it, especially as they're starting to stand and hold on to items. Smaller mirrors are just as exciting, with the added bonus of portability for long car trips or walks in the pram, but your child will love being able to see the sky anytime they like. Number 5 are wooden toys. When I think about the toys I bought for my kids as babies, there's a lot I would have done differently. And I'd love to have kept a heap of beautiful natural wooden blocks and toys around my home. The lovely natural warmth of the wooden toys makes them calming and interesting to touch. They encourage play and the development of creativity and dexterity. Plus, they're a renewable resource and not highly processed, so wooden toys are kind on the environment too. Do your children play with wooden toys? Which are their favorites? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. Number 6 is a good quality stroller or pram. You may already own one of these, but I wanted to mention it here anyway. While I'm all for finding affordable tools, in this case, a really good quality pram is an absolute must. I know this because I used a poor quality pram when my first baby was born, and there were complications with cleaning and setting up and putting down. So when the twins came along, I made sure that I was not going to skimp on quality. We used the Baby Jogger City mini series. Now ours was a double, but it was still super easy to use. It was easy to fold. It was easy to clean. And that meant, although I was extremely busy keeping 2 babies and a 3-year-old content, I didn't have to waste time with a difficult pram. So taking the twins outside was never a hassle. Like I said, prams are a bit of an investment, but you'll get years of reliable use out of a quality pram. And actually I sold it for a really good price too. I would encourage you to buy a weather shield too, so that you can go out rain or shine. Your babies will love watching the rain drip down that plastic cover and smelling the freshly saturated earth. Many of the tools I mentioned will be useful to you not only now while your baby is little, but also in years to come as they develop into toddlers and young children. And I've added the links to the description below should you be interested in any of these materials that I've talked about. And just so you're aware, if you click on any of the links and buy the product, I do get a very small commission at no cost to you. So thank you for your support. It helps me to make these videos possible and helps me to connect parents and kids with their natural world. If you have any nature tools for babies that you'd recommend, be sure to mention them in the comments below. Perhaps it's something that will get you outside more, or some clothes that are really good for cold weather. Anything you want to share with other parents that are looking for tips, I'd love to hear about them too. And if you want to learn more about how to cultivate a love of the natural world in your baby as they grow, you might be interested in joining the waitlist to the Nature Play Club. I've added a link to the information in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. It's time to add a pinch of adventure, a sprinkle of sunshine, and a big handful of outdoor play.